Everybody, my name is John Fisher. Welcome to accreditedinvestors.net. This is going to be short and sweet. SEC, accredited investor. The definition of an accredited investor is someone that makes $200,000 a year for the last 2 years, or $300,000 combined income, million net worth, not including your home, experience in managing your personal portfolio. We take it a step further. We have people that are liquid, $25,000 to $100,000, and it is risk capital, and they have been mailed a private placement memorandum. So that's a far cry from your generic Security Exchange Commission definition. I'd want a lot more than that. So what are the guys accredited? I mean, is he actively looking for investments? Is he liquid? Is it risk capital? That's a huge difference. So just because you're accredited doesn't mean that you're a guy that you're going to have any kind of success with calling him up and pitching him on some kind of a private placement memorandum. Again, you're talking to accreditedinvestors.net. We have 35 websites. The mothership is salesleads.tv. And what we specialize is accredited investors, as well as precious metal buyers and numismatic coin buyers. I will tell you one thing. If you're selling precious metals, you have a choice. If you're looking for the numismatic coin buyers, they're great, but they're not accredited, and they're very, very few of them are. And they're small guys. They're $800, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, maybe $5,000 guys. If you want to really, really be able to sell a kilo of gold, or a 100-ounce bar of gold, a 5,000-ounce bar of silver, 1,000-ounce bar of silver, you want accredited investors. Those guys start out with $25,000 to $50,000. So the same rules apply. Being an accredited investor. You have one guy that'll take a coin and he'll throw it in the vault, or you get a guy that'll, he may be accumulating silver, gold, platinum, whatever it is. So again, the accredited investor is a classification, and the reason it's set up is private placement memorandums such as 506C, 5 million plus, are only allowed to have accredited investors. So if you're not an accredited investor, you can't invest in one of those things. So the government set up the rules and the regulations, and I think the big thing about an accredited investor is their degree of tolerance for risk. So you figure if the guy's got $1 million net worth, not including his home, and he's putting $25,000, $50,000 into investment, God forbid something goes wrong, it's not going to cripple him. Where you get a person who's not accredited and all he's got to his name is $25,000, and he invested in an oil deal, they hit a dry hole, and now the guy's wiped out. So I think that's why that whole accredited investor thing has been brought up, and they made the actual terminology for it. I'll take it a step further. You've got hedge funds and you've got master private placements that are not allowed to have accredited investors. They have to have qualified accredited investor. So a qualified accredited investor is a guy that has $250,000 minimum risk capital and at least $5 million in investable assets. So if you're doing a hedge fund and you think you could sell accredited investors, you're wrong. The Security Exchange, because the degree of risk in a hedge fund is so high, the Security Exchange Commission requires qualified accredited investors. So I hope I didn't confuse you. And if I did, feel free to call me, 561-239-0364. Have a beautiful day, and God bless.